I'm here at the Colorado Vanlife Gathering, and I have found a really beautiful build out that I want to show you. So let's go check it out.
Hi guys, I'm Kristin. This is my lovely home, Where the Road Forks on Instagram. Me and my two pups. We travel full time in our Ford Transit 250 medium roof, 148 wheelbase.
Great.
And yeah, it's just the three of us. So come on in. This detail right here is one of my favorite things. My best friend drew this for me, and there's us in the center there. And she wrote me the sweetest letter about how home is where the heart is, and so she was so happy for me that I will always have my home with my heart. And so she drew that. So it's one of my favorite accents about here.
Excellent.
Yes.
Are these hooks?
No, these are the light switches.
Oh.
So these turn on the different lights, and I can control them from here and in the back. So in case I'm too lazy to walk 3 feet up to the front. One of my favorite features here in the van is the sliding door. This is just so huge for one reason, or 3 reasons really. I have the full length mirror, which is amazing to be able to look at myself. Make sure my outfits match, you know. It slides open and it locks into place with this little key. Just locks in for when I'm driving. But if you're standing here right now, you could feel the heat wave coming in. And so it just keeps the heat out, which is huge when I have dogs. That's so important. So I absolutely love that. Also, from the front, if you were to look at it, it looks just like a contractor's van. It's just a gray wall. So that kind of adds a little bit more stealth to it. Helps me stay a little safer. Also, if someone were to break in the front, it gives me a few moments to react if I need to. I love my open shelf concept here. I mean, it's not very organized, but I love being able to just like pull out whatever I need in the moment and not have to dig around for it. Here I just have a regular dorm room fridge and freezer. It works great for me. I know a lot of people are conflicted on it, but I really like it. It helps me kind of feel more homely than the Dometic, and it's a lot cheaper. So I really like that. My induction stove just pops out, puts on top. I didn't want to put it built in on the countertop because I wanted all this open space to cook, cut veggies, whatever. And just more storage for utensils. We have this locking mechanism so they won't come out while I'm driving, so you kind of have to push them into place. On this side is where I have my electric oven. So my whole solar system is built around this oven. So it does, these aren't very easy. Okay, so it slides out. And then I have to pick it up and put it out on top. So I can bake. And it's actually an artificial intelligent oven. So if I put like chocolate chip cookie dough inside, it will actually ask me if I'm baking chocolate chip cookies. So it has a camera inside so I can do like time-lapse videos on the baking. Yeah, it's a really cool oven. I really love it. So it's not just like a convection oven, it truly is a full oven. Under here is just storage, but I also have my toilet. So not probably the most sanitary 2 ways to combine things, but it's got the shelf. You do what you can in the van. This side is just, you know, cleaning supplies, water. My tanks are here. My 12-volt water pump is right in here as well. Of course, I had to have the farmhouse sink.
It's beautiful.
Thank you. I work for a faucet company. I work for Delta Faucet Company, so that's kind of how I was able to get such a lovely faucet. Got that employee discount, but it has 3 features, like regular, spray, and then bubble. Oh, so yeah, it's kind of cool. Here we have the shower. So I originally did it for the dogs so I could shower them off after a hike, but it works for me as well. So I love that feature. And I have these outdoor leashes for the dogs. That way, while I'm working, you know, or cooking or whatever, they can be outside and I don't have to worry about them running off or anything like that. My water supply is here. Just fill that up. It holds 21 gallons of fresh water and 15 gallons of gray water. Just in case I want to work outside, I have the option. So I have this outdoor table that slides out. Also, I like baking cakes, so I can like decorate the cakes here if I wanted to, and it pops up and I have some storage inside. It's not very well organized yet, but it works for now. Here I have my Lagoon Table, and it swivels around. I'm sure you've seen it before. I love it. It also adds, if I swivel it this way, I have all this countertop space to like cook with, and it's awesome. I love having it. Speaking of countertop space, something I did not show you was here to the side. I have a pop-up counter, so I can have even more. As you can tell, I love baking, cooking, so countertop space was super important to me. That just locks into place. On this side is electrical and bedding and shoes and kind of just odds and ends things. So I just kind of move these hidden goodies right there. So here we have my beddings on this side. Just a few things. Kind of hard to show my electrical stuff because this is actually a box that pulls out and everything is underneath. So I have a 3,000 watt inverter here. I have two massive batteries underneath. Breaker, the solar converter. As you can see, like the bench mode is good, but it is a lot of hassle to get into things. So it's a love-hate relationship. Here I have kind of what I consider my closet, but this is where my water tanks go to. And then I use packing cubes for everything, and I have some vacuum sealed bags in here for the bulkier clothes. But truthfully, I probably have way too many clothes. But I've only been in the van 5 weeks, so I figured by the end of the year I'd reevaluate and get rid of what I don't need. So the way that the bed works when I want to put it into bed mode is here I have these slats and they pull out and they actually lock into place here. So I have them on both of these, and then I'm just gonna pop this down.
So you have to take your table mount off.
I do. So the table comes off. So this would be removed, and then what happens is these cushions come into the center. Right. And it creates a queen size bed.
Sweet.
So yeah, I do have a full queen size bed, so it's really nice. The table sometimes is annoying to set it up and down, so I would say I mostly stay in bed mode. I really like being in the bed mode, and the dogs, when I'm traveling, driving, they prefer being in the bed as well. So yes, this is our home sweet home.
Nice. I love it. It is so beautiful.
Thank you. Thanks.
And so tell us about your build, like the process.
So I went with a company called Vexed Garage. They are in Indianapolis, and I don't have the skills. I wanted it to feel as homely as possible, and I've always been inspired by Joanna Gaines. So like Magnolia Farms and all that. So it kind of was inspired by the dark wood, and I wanted to bring the outside in almost. So that's where the green backsplash of the tile, even to the green kettle pot. I just really wanted the greenery to be brought into my home. So I also have this skylight, which since I didn't have side windows, I could have added them, but I decided I wanted to be able to look up at the stars at night. And I felt like it would give me more privacy on the sides. That way I could still enjoy the sunlight from the top. And I love it so much. It can actually be like right here, these unclip, and I can remove the glass all the way. And so I can stand through it. Yeah, so it really helps me bring the outside in, especially at night, and I love that.
Nice. And so do you build your bed, do you ever sleep on just part of it, or do you build the whole thing?
Yeah, so if I'm being extra lazy, sometimes I will just move this to one side and sleep on one side. Especially if it's like been a long day and I'm just tired. Yeah, so I mean, it is enough. It's smaller than a twin size bed, but it fits me. I sleep pretty tight anyway, so it sleeps me just fine, and the dogs sleep on the other side.
What made you decide to do van life?
It's such a loaded question. I mean, I think similar to everyone, that I was stuck in the 9-to-5 world, the corporate lifestyle, and I just wanted something different. And I always wanted to travel internationally full-time, live out of like hostels in a backpack. But I had 2 dogs, and I believe that when you get a dog, you get them for life. There's no giving it back. It's a lifetime commitment. It's my belief. So I was thinking, how can I combine my backpack lifestyle with my dogs? And that's where van life came into play. It's kind of my big backpack, if you will, and I was blessed that my job, I gave them a proposal about letting me work remote, and they said yes. So I had to scale back to part-time, but that's all right. So I'm working part-time, fully on the road, and it really has been such a blessing to be able to do what I love all the time.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Share your social again.
Where the Road Forks.
Nice, and that's Instagram?
Yeah, that's
okay.
on Instagram. Yes.
Excellent. Thank you so much for showing us your beautiful home.
You're welcome. I'm glad you guys could see it.
Thanks for joining us. This is Joni with the Galavan.
Thanks.
Enjoy your journey.